from the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017. We are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. CD, you look at the Steelers in this matchup. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. And we are underway from Houston. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah. How
does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And right off the bat, Mills looking to throw it. And his first pass is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And good penetration here. They'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Mills. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Throwing to start the drive. Weston. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Operating from the gun. Weston. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Holding. Offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They'll run with Harris. They find some open field here. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
To throw on second down. Weston. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. What a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps in a early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Pass interference. Offense.
Well, so much for the first down.
And they coulda, woulda, shoulda had a first down, but my English teacher's not going to be happy with this one. They didn't.
Looking to throw on second down. Weston. And that is incomplete.
I guarantee they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on the punt. Desmond King back deep. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Throwing, Mills. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. A first down throw for Mills. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Now a first down carry for Harris. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Steelers in a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close 1-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone...
Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
There's Robinson showing the flash. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from... Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Mills to throw it. Setting up the screen, Harris. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Oh, this is going to be fielded defensively, and remember, this is a live football. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Throwing on 1st down, Weston. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. from the gun. Here's Mills. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the first and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. Robinson diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play. Best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, they get downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. First down, Weston. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Play action. Weston rolling to his right. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. We'll need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Throwing on 3rd and long. Weston. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 1st and 10, Weston. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. Houston's offense taking over again. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 26-yard line.
To throw again on second down, Mills. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Mills flushed out right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now another timeout called for by the offense, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From just shy of midfield, Mills over the middle. That's caught by Mechie. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And now Nick Folk, his career long, 56 yards. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Pass midfield, look out. The 30, 10, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Steelers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. He's got Jordan complete right side. So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And quickly, they get to the line. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Holding. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. Weston. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
It's now 4th down.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the 1st down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Weston. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
To throw on 3rd down, Weston. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. Throwing on 1st down, Weston. And that'll be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Weston. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the force a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
On third down, Weston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Houston set to take over. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mills. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Weston. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Looking to throw. Weston. And he's got his target, Harris. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Harris running straight ahead. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On second down, this is Harris. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Yard touchdown there. And the Steelers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Mills. Middle of the field. He finds Pascal. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Again, it's Mills. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Mills, fourth down, gotta have it. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
106 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On first down, Western. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Got a man and he hits him in stride. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Caught on the slant. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mills now. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset.
2nd and 14. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That second down play nets a -4. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Off play action. Weston. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Mills. His throw incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Mills from the gun on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Steelers, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.